The FDA is planning to ban menthol cigarettes and all flavored cigars. I'm Zach Dodge with Local Reaction.
A Southeast Kansas judge hands down a sentence for a Parsons woman accused of hitting and killing her boyfriend with her car.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The FDA is pushing forward with a proposed ban on menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars, a move they say could save hundreds of thousands of lives. This is KOAM News at 6. Menthol is the only cigarette flavor that was not banned under the 2009 law that gave the FDA authority over tobacco products. It was an exemption negotiated by industry lobbyists. The move announced today comes in response to new legal pressure from African American health groups concerned over the impact that menthol cigarette smoking has in the Black community. A tobacco control study shows from 2012 to 2014, 84% of Black smokers reported smoking menthols. Young smokers are also more likely to smoke menthol cigarettes, according to Tobacco Control. From 2012 to 2014, 53% of smokers aged 12 to 17 and 50% of smokers 18 to 25 smoked menthols. Menthol reduces the harshness of cigarette smoke, which health experts say might appeal to underage smokers and make it harder to quit for smokers of any age. Our local NAACP chapter is happy to see the proposed change, saying it would be good for everyone long term. While the FDA is pushing the ban in the name of public health, some smokers are railing against the idea. KOAM's Zach Dodge has local reaction.
I can remember as a little boy growing up, my dad and uncles, whatever, that's all they smoked.
Joplin NAACP President Victor Sly says as a DARE officer, he always thought menthol cigarettes were the gateway drug, leading to kids trying harder drugs after smoking. Something that impacts kids in Black communities, as more than half of underage smokers smoke menthols.
It's targeting the inner city communities, getting these young kids to start smoking earlier.
So he thinks the proposed menthol cigarette ban would be a win for everyone.
Say if you stop smoking, everybody stops smoking, then you know what? Then you don't have these different types of the disease, you cut back on medical costs, people won't be in hospitals.
No. We need our menthols. There are people who cannot do regular cigarettes.
Parsons resident Destiny Harris says she smokes menthols because that's what her family had when she started smoking, and is not happy about the idea of not being able to get them.
There's no substitute. A lot of us probably will quit.
Joplin resident Abby Constable's been smoking for 20 years, and menthol is her cigarette of choice. She's tried quitting, but says it's harder than it seems.
I'd have to switch over to a regular one, and she's probably going to listen to me complain about it the whole time.
Some smokers think that it's unfair for the FDA to do nothing with traditional cigarettes, but fully ban menthol flavored.
If you're going to do the menthols, you got to do the other ones. It's not only fair.
They ought to ban all cigarettes. That's what they should do, truthfully. But, like I said, again, to each his own.
In Joplin, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
The FDA says they're working toward issuing proposed product standards within the next year. There'll be an open comment period before the proposed ban would take effect. Brings us to today's KOAM News Now Insta Poll. Today's question is, do you think a ban on menthol cigarettes would lead to fewer people smoking? You can vote at KOAMNewsNow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. Results are updated live, and we're going to check in on them a little bit later in this newscast. Doug Heddy joins us now with our first look at the weather. Overall, pretty nice out there, Doug.
Yeah, we got rid of the showers and thunderstorms that we've had over the past couple days. It's not as windy as what it has been, and we got some sunshine back. Got a chance to dry out just a bit. Partly cloudy skies, and this is what we're going to see as we work through the evening hours. Any rain, any showers, any thunderstorms staying well to our south, and that's where they're going to stay, at least over the next couple days. We are watching a chunk of energy across northern parts of Mexico, which will start to affect us by the second half of the weekend. Until then, we look pretty good. Temps right now, low 70s. Great evening. Get outside, enjoy it. We'll drop back through the 70s into the 60s. We got a north wind at about 10 to 15, but not extremely windy like we have seen over the past few days. So here's your evening planner. We slide back through the 70s, 60s. Little chilly for us tonight. We're We're going to drop back to about 50 for an overnight low. Of course, we're going to look into the weekend and our next storm system here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you then. Thanks, Todd. A Labette County, Kansas judge sentences a Parsons woman for hitting and killing her boyfriend with her car. Authorities say 30-year-old Tiffany Jakey was driving south on US 59 when she passed another vehicle in a no passing zone, drove partially onto the shoulder, and hit William Trieber, who was walking on the shoulder. Trieber died at the scene. Jakey is sentenced to 14 years in prison after pleading no contest to second-degree murder, 2 counts of aggravated endangering a child, and driving under the influence. Authorities have arrested 2 people following an armed robbery at a Joplin convenience store. Happened last night at the Come and Go on South Main. Authorities say a man went into the store, brandished a knife, and demanded money. The clerk got away safely, and the man left in a car with a woman. Authorities say police arrested suspect Robert Castro later after a JPD officer tracked down the car. He was arrested in connection with the robbery and outstanding warrants. The alleged driver, Madison Shores, was also arrested. She's facing charges on possession of controlled substance, DWI, and possession of marijuana. Still ahead, after a failed run for governor, former Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach is setting his sights on another statewide office, and later. The return of music to a Kansas senior living community. Former Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach is seeking statewide office again, this time as Attorney General. It was revealed earlier that he had hired a treasurer for his campaign, a necessary first step before seeking office. Then this afternoon, Kobach made it official in a press conference, saying the state's AG's office is the last line of defense against President Biden's policies. Kobach is known nationally for advocating restrictive immigration policies and tougher voter identification laws. He also was the first prominent Kansas elected officials to endorse Donald Trump for president in 2016. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt has signed legislation to immediately outlaw abortion in Oklahoma if the U.S. Supreme Court overturns the 1973 ruling that legalized abortion. The law would become effective once the Attorney General determines that the U.S. Supreme Court has overruled the landmark Roe v. Wade decision. At least 10 other states have enacted similar laws. Yesterday, the governor signed an additional 28 House bills and 28 Senate bills into law. He vetoed 3 others, including a measure that would have imposed new restrictions on pharmacy benefit manager programs. A survey finds that 1 in 10 Missouri teachers are thinking about calling it quits after a challenging year of pandemic education. Researchers with Missouri State University's College of Education sent out the survey to each of the 67,000 public school educators with an email on file with the state, and 8,040 responded in mid-February. Of those planning to retire or resign, 62% cited the pandemic as their reason. Paul Katnick, Assistant Commissioner of Education in Missouri, said any uptick in exits would cause ripples in the state. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and a local nonprofit is raising money to help advocate for neglected and abused kids. The Jasper County CASA is hosting the Helping Hands auction. The auction is virtual and features items like a vacation at Arkansas's Beaver Lake and a Chiefs fan package.
You could go to our Facebook page, which is also Jasco CASA, and see more information there, or the direct link to the auction is 32auctions.com/Jasco CASA Helping Hands.
The auction kicks off tomorrow and runs through Sunday, May 2nd. Later, we meet a Kansas man creating joy through music at an Olathe Senior Center.
Plus, our temperatures are going to start to warm back up just a bit. We're going to check that out coming up next. It turned out to be a pretty good Thursday for us today after the showers and thunderstorms that we had over the past couple days. Some heavy amounts of rain, some flash flooding. Temperatures have been pretty good all week. At least the winds aren't as strong as what we did have over the past couple days, but lower 70s yesterday, a little bit warmer for us today, and we're going to start to kind of stack those temperatures up a little bit over the next couple days. It's really a pretty good evening. We're at 73 in Nevada, 71 in Carthage, 73 in Anderson, 74 in Grove. We have Oswego checking in at about 75. We have this light northerly wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, but not too strong. It actually is a pretty good evening, as you can see, looking outside from the station off toward the south. We have these serious clouds out there, so partly cloudy skies, currently sitting at 71, north winds at 10, humidity is at 41%. Through the evening hours, we'll slide back through the 70s, 60s, kind of chilly, near 50 for an overnight low, but still a pretty nice night for us tonight. You can see we do have some clouds kind of streaming through. We're on the very northern edge of what is left over from this storm system. Any rain, showers, thunderstorms, you have to track to the south. This is pretty much where they are going to stay. But there is a wave out across northern parts of Mexico, western parts of Texas. It's kind of what is left over from the storm system. Most of the energy went off toward the east. And then we have this guy who's kind of caught up across northern parts of Mexico. And it is going to try to push back in by the time we head into the second half of the weekend. So let's go through time. Here's Friday into Saturday. You can see this wave across parts of Texas, and then it starts to lift in as we head into Sunday. It could give us some showers and thunderstorms. And then right behind it, we have a secondary wave, which drops in late Monday into Tuesday. So the overall story here is we have rain chances back in the forecast for early next week. Now, until then, I think we look pretty good. Let's look at tonight. We'll slide back near 50, pretty much clear skies. As we go through the daytime hours tomorrow, pretty good day. We'll get a few little high cirrus clouds out there, but temperatures overall pretty good. We'll start at 50, 71 by noon, high temp at 77 during the afternoon. So a little bit warmer than what we saw today. Pretty much clear skies tomorrow night, mid 50s, south winds start to pick up by Saturday, but still pretty good day. We're going to the upper 70s. 4 highs. So the next 2 days look great. Now by Sunday, we start to get some scattered showers and thunderstorms trying to work back in during the afternoon. Most of the severe weather will stay to our south, but we can't rule out that some of these could be strong to severe. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. Also on Monday, here comes the front. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be strong to severe. And then it looks like just plain old rain by the time we head into Tuesday, but that is our next storm system we'll keep our eyes on over the next few days. Tonight near 50, 77 tomorrow, 78 Saturday. Sunday, pretty good, 77, some thunderstorms late, and then chances for storms most of next week.
Yeah, there's plenty of chances, at least.
Yeah.
If we get them all, we're going to have a lot of rain. Thanks, Doug. Stay ahead of the storms with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. You can get up-to-date severe weather updates in the palm of your hand. It's absolutely free. You'll find it in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Again, it's the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Still ahead, less restrictive COVID-19 rules at some nursing homes mean the return of family, friends, and music.
Music is all about leaving the people a little bit feeling better than they were when you first started playing.
We're going to meet the Kansas pianist who's improving the mood of seniors in Olathe. Many senior living communities are vaccinated and allowing visitors again, and that's allowed performers to bring live music to an appreciative audience. As Nathan Vickers reports, that's the case at one senior community in Olathe, Kansas.
When Stan Stuckey's fingers find their rhythm, the feet in the crowd tend to find theirs too.
That's what music is all about, isn't it?
They're familiar tunes, music through the decades, for an audience who's lived through a few.
He plays such a variety of music. I think everybody finds something that they enjoy.
You really feel good, you feel peaceful.
Before the pandemic, Stuckey used to play here at the Cedar Lake Senior Living Community every week. This is his first concert in more than a year.
Him coming back into the building reestablishes a norm that they were so used to for so long.
I've always just wanted to come back and play for them. They've been so nice to me.
He's missed playing. Mary and Lloyd Brown have missed waltzing.
I think what everyone should have in a marriage is something that you can do together. Dancing makes us very happy.
I don't know that I ever
do the same step twice. I don't think I could really dance with anybody else because she's just able to follow whatever stupid thing I do.
I make them look good.
Yes.
Sometimes Carl Cruz takes the stage for a duet. He's been playing the violin since he was 7.
When you get up in your 80s and 90s, it's nice to have something like that, something you enjoy.
Everyone is welcome to share the stage.
I always want to see an audience react to it, and so I missed getting that feedback.
A year without music, without waltzes, is coming to an end. The entertainment Stookie has brought back is care for the soul.
Music is all about leaving the people a little bit feeling better than they were when you first started playing.
Stookie plans to keep performing there every week. Final check on the weather is next. Take time now to honor a local veteran, Specialist Paul Stewart. The Nevada, Missouri native served in the U.S. Army, and we are proud to salute Specialist Paul Stewart. He's tonight's 4-state hero. You can learn about lots of other heroes, thousands of them from all across this area. You can also submit a hero of your own anytime. It's very simple. You just go to our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Let's get a final look at tonight's KOAM News Now Instapoll question. Again, the FDA is pushing forward on a proposed ban on menthol cigarettes, and we're asking, do you think that ban would lead to fewer people smoking? The overwhelming majority, 87%, say no, they do not. This poll is now closed. Thank you for participating. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We're going to talk to local providers about lumber prices soaring recently. Also, a juror in the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin speaks about evidence presented, and a surprising discovery in Las Vegas about bones from the Ice Age. That and a lot more coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. This video game console could be worth its weight in gold. This Nintendo Wii is made of gold, and it's being sold on eBay for a mere $300,000. Its owner, 32-year-old Donnie Fillerup, runs the online console database Console Variations. The 24-karat gold-plated console was sent to the Queen in 2009 as a marketing stunt, but Kensington Palace returned it to the company. The owner says experts have valued the console at up to $1 million. He declined to say how much he paid for it 4 years ago. That seems a bit extravagant, don't you think?
A little bit.
Okay. The weather looking pretty nice for a few days now.
Yeah, it looks great. We're going to drop back to about 50 for us tonight. Pretty much clear skies. 77 tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies. Great kickoff for the weekend. 78 on Saturday. 77 Sunday. We could get a few thunderstorms late in the day, and then we do have thunderstorm chances just about each and every day next week, turning a little bit cooler, but the next 3 or 4 days look really good.
Yeah, we'll take it for sure. Thanks, Chuck. Hey, to stay up to date on the latest news, weather, and sports, download the KOAM News app. Like that weather app we mentioned, this one's also available free of charge. Apple App Store, Google Play Store, search for KOAM News app. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.